Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
We're gonna be going southbound onto La Puerta Freeway, lower.
Oh, you're a madman.
Exiting out onto Innocence, stand by for direction.
Oh, what's your plan now?
Temporarily VCB.
You see him? Up top.
North, gonna be southbound La Puerta Freeway.
Dude, it's insane how good of a flyer he's. You know what's crazy is that he's doing these crazy strats every day and he's getting better and better at it, you know? He's getting better and better somehow. Well, I mean, practice makes perfect. But.
Alright. Now, they can't shoot us. What are they going to do?
I'm waiting at Legion.
Oh no, we're going to have to white PD again. Oh no. What? I can't hear you.
Oh, no, I said you're so dumb. Oh no, what are they gonna do? Oh no.
Listen, man, it's not looking great for you guys.
Oh, dude, Air 1's trying to fly under.
No, they're gonna blow up. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Oh, no, they're not.
Are y'all good?
About to be.
Long eyes on it, though.
No, we still have Air 1 on us.
Yeah, we got a unit on, 2 units.
No, that was fucking good shit from Air 1.
Front of Legion Bank.
Alright, come past VO.
Go past the VU.
Robbie, oh
My God! You ever seen that movie Terminator? That's what Rami just did. Out of his car too? Did you run him over? Baby, you went into the pole. How? You looking behind you?
I got it.
If someone did that to him, he would lose his mind. If someone played against Rami, like Rami plays against the PD, Rami would say, this fucking guy is the fucking worst role player the fucking world. With guy needs to be banned. Ravage. This fucking officer, piece of shit. Worst officer in the entire fucking sheriff. He's lost the plot, dude. We need to ban him. White Knights. That's the reality. If people played against Rami how Rami plays against everyone else, Rami would get the would fucking mauled off of his ass and request the motherfucker to get banned. 1000%. 1000%.
Oh, dude, Air 1's trying to fly under. They're gonna crash.
But they're gonna blow up. Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Are y'all good?
About to be.
Long eyes on it, though.
No, we still have Air 1 on us.
Yeah, we got a unit on, 2 units on.
No, that
Would you say 4.0 was nearing the end? 4.0 will last as long as people want to play it, really. It's just the cycle of the content brain. I don't think there's going to be any server that really lasts like a year non-stop, especially when it's not getting updates. I mean, I don't think that's very common, really. Not in like a actiony content like server. Prodigy is killing it. I don't think, well, I mean, it depends on what you deem as killing it, I guess, but it's very difficult to be able to compare, you know, what people think success in a server is, I guess, because everyone's gonna have a different opinion on that. So updated then? No. You know, there's I feel like everybody goes through this like fucking brain damage phase of like, you know, when things change in NoPixel, they're like, oh, that's happening because they're shit. And then something pops up and they're like, oh yeah, that's right, they do that shit. Never mind. It's just that this one we were working on, you know, 5.0 and whatnot earlier. I mean, there's Don't you guys remember in the 4.0? Was it in the 4? I'm pretty sure it was the 4.0 trailer with like the fucking like there was some things in it that have only sort of recently shown. So it's sort of, dude. It's like you've got to understand. Like I don't think it would matter where people were streaming right now. To be honest, there's just like a factor with GTA, and my car doesn't come back if I relog. Does it? I'm just fucked. I should have logged there, right? Prodigy really innovated with the UI. Well, I mean, it depends on what you think innovation is, my friend. Turning things on an angle isn't really an innovation. I think that style of UI just doesn't suit this game at all. It's sort of like what you expect in Apex Legends, you know what I mean? Something that's like a futuristic style, and that just doesn't like blend well, in my opinion. I mean, the systems of it work fine though, which is good. I'm just like talking the visual aesthetic. MMO skill points a while. I'm not talking. I don't know how the system.
Chat, what do you think about the visual aesthetic? Huh.
Systems and all that intertwined, to be honest, but like, I don't think that's a bad thing either. Like everybody complained about that on 3.0 when the rings gave you like stats and shit. It's like, bro, you fall out of a fucking spaceship, land and splatter on the ground, and stand up 2 minutes later and
No. Everyone complained. The only people who complained about the rings were chat. The cops. Why did the cops complain? Because CG ran the fucking ring game. CG. And oh my god, I would rather bitch, moan, and complain about the rings rather than just drive to Little Seoul and buy them, because I gotta deal with big bad fucking CG. I mean, I'd rather die than talk to Lord Kebun in game. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I don't think really anyone complained about the rings other than cops. There's some crims that would complain about the rings, but it's the same shit as everything in GTA. And this isn't calling anybody out. This is just facts. Everyone who complains about that type of shit is typically complaining about it because who runs it? For example, I used to complain about Pixarian. Why did I complain about Pixarian? Because the Vagos would rob me at the Pixarian house every day. So, and this is way back 2.0, old days. I'm just making an example. I would bitch and complain because Speedy's bitch ass and fucking Arturo and all those motherfuckers used to rob me like crazy. So I thought that Pixarian was the dumbest fucking thing in the world, because only one place you can get it, only one place you could turn it in to get your guns, and that was at the docks, with that the fucking Russians ran, right? So I thought both of them were the worst thing in the world. When in reality, I miss that system. I think that system was really, really fucking cool, because it doesn't matter who anyone was, you could literally farm Pixarian and get guns. Right? Obviously, extreme case. But my point is this. People were complaining about rings because people didn't like the origin of where the rings came from. You know what I mean? The true Lord of the Rings story. That's the reality of it. Rings were pretty cool. But again, who was making the rings? Who was making the money off the rings? I didn't like that because it was Chain Gang. Let's not act like there's not still, even to this day, the biggest hate boner in the world for Chain Gang on the server. It's just, it's the boys have dealt with it. I've dealt with it. We all deal with it. We all deal with it. It's just the truth, bro. I mean, we were literally, the mayoral fucking people had a Diddy party over us. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much more extreme can you be?
You're complaining about a ringing giving you like some sort of benefit. I think a lot of the time you guys whine about mechanical systems just to, you know, whine because you dislike X server or the people making them, rather than, you know, what the reality is. It's like this roleplay world isn't the real life, so whatever you put in it is the lore of the world, despite how you like it. It's like why would you sit there and gatekeep what sort of style of RP they'd have on their server, or we'd have on our server. What sort of style of RP they'd have on? This is the lore of the world.
I will say this. NoPixel lore unmatched. Prodigy doesn't come close to NoPixel lore. That's something that I talk about on a daily basis. Well, not really daily, but more like a bi-weekly basis. That's something that as a server, all the people in the server, including Chain Gang and everyone else, needs to work on. The NoPixel lore literally is like the like the book of the Bible, bro. Like there's just so many stories and so many different things, and you know, minus Jesus Christ and the Lord above, amen. But what I'm saying is there's so many stories and they all bleed together, and there's so much stuff going on and every story is intertwined, and it's like, dude, it's like you're playing fucking Skyrim, you know what I mean? The NoPixel story is just fucking badass. I mean, hell, we were at the OTT performance yesterday, and it was like just a time capsule, you know. Every song was just like a 2-3 months of different shit that happened, you know. So I will agree with Koil there that the NoPixel lore is just unmatched, and hopefully one day Prodigy can get to that point in terms of lore.
Despite how you like it, it's like why would you sit there and gatekeep what sort of style of RP they'd have on their server or we'd have on our server? You know what I mean? It's just like you are a little pussy, really.
I
just
sort
of like it. It's like why would you sit there and gatekeep what sort of style of RP they'd have on their server or we'd have on our server? You know what I mean? It's just like you are a little pussy, really. Just go make your own fucking server and stop crying.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what he was saying.
There's a big difference in saying like, you know, you don't feel the aesthetic of the UI look compared to, hey, that mechanic shouldn't be in the server. It's like, what the fuck are you saying, dude? It's literally their server. You motherfuckers are funny, dude. You don't agree with Angel? She overtakes RP for a power grab. It kills storylines. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about as well with that, because I haven't been paying attention to that either.
Hi there. Hey, remember me?
I was actually logging in to see what laws I could be an asshole with in terms of like
Group 6 for 9 hours. Get robbed. Start crime life. Robbed one person. Got banned without a mod talking to me during a cop encounter for that robbery over a rule that wasn't on their forums. I took a house key without knowing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You joined at the worst point or the worst time of NoPixel, bro. I hated that version of it. I hated it. Love 2.0. If literally. See, but even like the 2.0 server that they released wasn't 2.0, you know? And going back to the lore thing, man, like I saw someone in chat, they were like, oh, well, the lore starting last night, the lore, you know, so on and so forth. I think what made 2.0 so great was that, and this is nothing against the admins or Ravage. Y'all know I love Ravage. Y'all know I love the admins. I am just not a fan of admin-driven RP. I'm not a fan of it. I love events. I think events are cool. But I've never been a fan of the admin-driven RP. I wasn't a fan of the Puppet Master arc on NoPixel whenever DW did that. It always feels a little gatekeepy. And to me personally, it feels very favored, right? DW did it all the fucking time. I hated that shit. You know, what's his name did it whenever he came in, one of the admins for NoPixel, whenever he was like, they tried to have him be like the gang czar, you know, the guy who dictates who wins gang wars and when gang wars are over. And coffee of the day, cup of the day. Hey boo. Hey boo. But yeah, I've never been a fan of it. So I mean, some people are, and to each their own. But for me personally, like that's not true lore in a server. It's not true lore. True lore is Russians holding down the docks, and you know, Aztecas running pawn, and OTT me dying for bricks over boys, or East Side Ballas getting disbanded and me getting killed at the fucking, and I'm using me for example just because that's what I can relate to. Me getting killed at the what's it called, the stage, so that RP can continue. You know, the Lord Kevin arc with fucking him going from Chang to Mr. K, like him and Uchi doing their whole thing. Angel and like the racing crew arc with all of the racers coming together whenever it was myself, and although DW was an admin, it wasn't admin driven, but myself, Kylie, and DW doing that like whole racer thing inside of the tuner shop, like that was super cool, and that added so much like lore, right? Vinny and like that little group that he had that sold all the guns and shit, like that kind of stuff is cool to me, you know. Admins waking up, and again, this isn't no hate towards Ravage. Y'all know I love Ravage, and I guarantee you what he's creating is going to be super, super cool. Just for me, admins waking up and being like the head of a cartel that gives out missions, it's not that cool to me. You know what I'm saying? GTA Wiseguy, sorry, I didn't mean to say DW. So yeah, that's just me personally.
Seeing what laws are just fucking stupid, essentially. I was sort of bored. Been wanting to stream again for a little bit, but been waking up and fucking working 16-hour days. And today I woke up after like a 12-hour sleep. I was like, what? It was one of those.
I think NoPixel. I think Koil is just burned on it all. And to be honest with you, if I was in Koil's shoes, I wouldn't give a fuck either. The amount of bullshit that man's had to deal with people crying all the time, like every single thing for the last 5 years, I would be completely checked out. So that story of getting banned in my Prodigy whitelist application got accepted in 20 minutes.